kill them easily.
Yeah, I think we should post some of your siege clips at some point, just to have on the channel.
Because the high ranks are toxic, sure. It's the champion is probably the worst because they think, oh, this guy's a copper. Like, oh, I forgot to mention this. Everybody in nowadays is stat based. They take one good look at your stats. If they're shitty, like bad, like so let's say 0.2 win to loss or 0.1 KD, they're gonna assume you're trash. You're not gonna be able to do anything. That it's everybody's so stat based, but you can't judge a book by its cover, so to speak. Just because your stats are bad, don't mean you're a bad player. It's just how it is. I mean, it's
Yeah.
just like when I get carried in a team deathmatch in DK, which happens a lot of the times, and that guy says I got more kills than you, technically I better, and I run a 1v1 with him and I beat him by so much, by over 20, 30. TDMs don't getting more kills in a team deathmatch doesn't mean you're a better player. And 1v1s are what matter. Team deathmatches never matter. I had people take screenshots of them being up on me in team deathmatch thinking it matters. Like, it doesn't matter. You're up on that specific person. That's not what you should be focusing on. You should be focusing on everybody. Who cares if somebody gets up on you TDM? It's fine. If you screenshot being up on me in a team deathmatch and then lose that match, it's all for nothing. You might as well delete it at that point. We're just trying to help these new players think like someone gets more kills than you doesn't mean they're better, or just you gotta work. You just gotta work together. That's all you gotta do. Like me personally, I'm never stat based. I'm not gonna judge you based on your stats. I mean, I'm not gonna judge you. Period. I'm just gonna say, well, I don't care about stats. Just do the best you can, and we'll work with it later. I mean, I don't care. I mean,
Yeah. No, what you're saying is good.
I'm not going to judge someone based on stats. I know we've all been there, we've all done it, but I've stopped doing it because I realized it wasn't true. I mean, we've all done it. I'm not going to say I've never done it because I have. I mean, we've all been there.
Yeah, we've all been there.
We've all had our toxic days. We've all had our. I'm toxic sometimes, but only to call you trash at a game. I'm not going to bring up family members or dead relatives. You know how toxic it is nowadays. Or they bring up your social life, your financial issues, whatever. I'll never be that level of toxic because that is. It's taking it a bit too far. You can call me trash in a video game. If you bring my family into it, you're taking it a step too far, and I recommend you stop. But I don't know why people do it, but they do it to get a satisfaction about it because they know they can get away with it because they're talking over a mic. So I mean, it's only fair. I mean, I don't understand the toxicity. I don't understand gaming anymore because gaming as a whole has kind of changed a lot over the years. It's insane. I mean, people take one good look at your stats and you're just trash in their eyes. I don't know. I mean, I've tried making friends over the years in this game and Siege and COD. It doesn't matter where I go. I mean, I can use this as a golden term. If they find out you're trash at a game they play, they're never going to want to be friends with you. They're only going to be friends with people who are good at the game that they play, and that's how it is nowadays. I've had my fair share of doing that to people, and I stopped years ago. So it's all right if everybody just acts different. I don't know why people act the way they do. Can't say it's social media is the problem, but I mean it's probably. I mean it's an issue for some of these. Some of these are a reason. I mean, can you watch some of these YouTube shorts so where only '90s and early 2000s kids will understand? You'll see how life was back then. It shows pictures and everything.
Yeah,
Like it'll show how life was back then. Like if you
I've
should watch
seen
some of these YouTube shorts,
I've seen some videos like that. Yeah, I need to find some
like
pages that really show
simple,
how.
basic, like early '90s and early 2000s. Like we were kids, it was just simpler times. Like we didn't need to have to do all this shit, just to get what we want. Nowadays we gotta skirt through quite a bit. Shit was cheaper back then. I mean, internet wasn't great back then, but we still had it. It's fine. I would always tell myself I'd give up everything just to go back to the early 2000s at least one time, just because.
Well, I think that's what we'll definitely do in this channel. We'll play a lot of the older games and share a lot of the
Like, you know, a lot of
experience
games that
and
we play
stories.
retro, you know, GTA 4 is retro, Bioshock's retro, you know, Counter-Strike's getting there, but it's not quite there yet. It's not as old as, you know, Bioshock. You know, GTA series retro. I mean, as a whole, I mean, you have Halo, COD, you know, COD's retro. I mean, the first COD to release on 360 was Call of Duty 2, and that's when 360 came out, so that was the first game.
Yeah.
I guess if you want, we can run a quick VIP mission. The little fucking what's that one called?
What, Headhunter?
No, not that, but the other one with not the briquet, that fucking box fill.
I guess we could do the box. We'll have to invite you then. I didn't get through all the saves, but it's fine. It doesn't matter.
That never matters.
Yeah.
Whoa, we'll do one of these and just kind of chill for 10 minutes and then we have to go. You only have like,
But no,
you only actually have 15
you just
minutes.
mentioned, like, that would be a really good clip. I just need to edit that part of it.
What clip?
Well,
C4
all the stuff you were
champions
just
or high
explaining about gunplay and stats and all that other stuff. Yeah, that would make for a really good, like, 10-minute clip. I would just cut that part of the video and make it into one. I'll just name it like something along the lines of advice or whatever.
Yeah, it's a game like Siege. That Siege is the hardest multiplayer game that I've played. Just because there's a lot to learn. You gotta learn recoil control. You have to have, you know, in Fire Tank, in your favorite word, you gotta have sensible awareness. You know, you gotta have good sound cues. You gotta be able to hear people. I've told Tryhard this, and I made this mistake so many times.
Suck. I fucking don't.
Where like here's the thing in Siege, like they give you drones, and if you ever miss drone an opponent, you could actually die if you ever look the wrong way in that game. All it takes is one wrong move. Like if you look the wrong way and they pop up, you're dead. I mean, you gotta make sure you do everything. You gotta pretty much spot on. One little mistake either cost you to lose a round or lose a match. I mean, the matches in Siege I hate that put me under pressure is when it's overtime match point, where basically next point wins. I hate those so much because I always fuck up on them. I hate overtime match points because I know if I'm the last man standing, it's pretty much over because I don't ever take gunfights. The recoil control is just too difficult, especially at longer ranges. I usually try to just sit in the corner and just give call outs and hopefully my team survives. I ain't gonna know what the fuck to do if I do the fucking Emerald / champion. I don't know what the fuck to do. I'm gonna gunfight. If I got a C4, I'll cook him, but who knows? Or in my team, I like using shields, so I can just sit behind a shield and I'll be fine. Key term: if you're a champion level player, anything above plat or any rank, if you do not know how to deal with the shield, then why are you playing the game? Especially at champion. They always say no shields and shit. You know, customs, but shields are nerfed. You actually don't do damage anymore, so what the fuck's the point? Let me use what operator I want to use. There's no rules in Siege. I'm cheating now. So Fire Tank is going to report all this anyways. How about another key term in Siege? You know, Zimmers, you know, where they use M&K on console. You're not supposed to do that, but people do it so they can get an advantage over other players, so they can have an aim advantage. No recoil, none of that. That's not fair because you're M&K on console. That ain't a fair fight. Like, or what you want to call it, Zim Matrix. Zim Matrix basically gives you no recoil, obviously M&K. Yeah, that kind of thing. It's bad. And I mentioned Fire Tank. Literally yesterday, someone admitted to using it. Like, they spent $200 just to have that so they could get better at the game. So you spent $200 on a cheating device. Just go fucking play PC. Stop ruining us. Stop ruining fucking fun for us console players that actually want to improve the game. That kind of thing. I know who that guy is too. He said he spent $200 to $300 on a Zim Matrix. I'm like, why? Why? That just brings me to my key point. Nobody wants to improve at games anymore. They just want to cheat their way to the top. And there's no cutting corners on the way to success. That's my saying. It's always going to stick. If you're caught doing that, it's over. What were you going to say?
I was going to say, yeah. There's too many people who want to cheat their way to the top. they don't want to put in the work and actually develop the skill that's required in order to.
There's regular Zim where you're just. There's regular Zim where you're just M and K, obviously, but there's Zim Matrix where you have M and K, Cronus. Basically, Cronus, you get no recoil at all. Like, it's just basically, you don't even have to control it. It's like, it's boring. Like, I want to be able to control recoil at the same time being good at the game. Fucking damn, I get recoil controls hard, but people they just want to take the easy way, the coward's way out in a way. Like, they don't want to improve. If I know you're them, you lose all respect to me. I don't care how friendly you are. You're a pathetic fucking Hall of Fame loser. You need to go find a different hobby. You're cheating on a video game, but you're getting satisfaction out of doing it. Most of these kids, like, you call them out, like, okay, whatever. I'm killing you, so it doesn't matter. That kind of thing. You can't call someone out for what they're doing because they don't care. All they care about is killing you. That's it. As long as they're killing you, it does not matter. Nothing you say matters. If you're dead, you're dead. It doesn't matter. So like GTA, if a God mode player kills you, he gets the satisfaction. He's up on you. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how he does it. They just want to do it. It's like, this is why modern gaming as a whole is so fucking ass. People just cheat on it every fucking time. People don't want to learn true skill. What true skill looks like. They just want to cheat, and it's just boring as fuck to deal with.
No,
why you don't see me like.
What you're saying could be a series on this channel, like your wisdom, how to play, and all that.
Oh yeah, I've called out Zimmers to 1v1s. I'm like, you'll try to face me on controller and see what you're gonna do. Oh wait, you're nothing on controller. If you gotta use Zim if you gotta use M and K on console to kill me, then you're just ass, because aiming with your entire arm is so much easier than aiming with your thumbs. I don't know why people say it's harder. It is really not. Because in Siege is all about positioning. Like, I was facing a Zimmer earlier, Tryhard Tank, before you got on. I had better positioning than him, but you know what? Positioning doesn't matter with an M&K, because you can have bad positioning but swipe on my head and kill me. That's how easy Zim is to use. I had better positioning than him, but since he had positioning was worse, he just swiped on my head and killed me. I'm like, yeah, this takes so much skill. Oh my god. So I do have better positioning over most players. I just don't have the reaction time or the aim, so I'm just kind of lackluster in it. It's the recoil control too. That's what gets me. I sometimes will go, the shooting range and practice the recoil pattern, learn what it is. So I have to pull down to the left or pull down to the right to kind of control it better. But you go ahead, you take what you did when you practice. The only problem is, most of Siege players is cheaters, like, especially on PC. It's bad on PC. You get wall hacks, fucking. Yeah, Tryhard Tank. If I were you, I would never play Siege on PC, because you get literal fucking wall hacks. You can snap on people through walls. You can make the gun fire by itself. You don't even gotta click anything. Like it's basically just like a turret, and Siege just goes off when it sees the player. Yeah. This is why I will never play PC on Siege, because we know Ubisoft is not going to do anything about the cheaters. If it's not hurting their reputation, then, well, no company for the matter, but if it's not hurting their sales, it's not going to matter to them. It's just a problem. Cheaters are just getting worse and worse. Same with Warzone, Tryhard Tank. It's bad there too because of the crossplay. You can't turn it off either. I tried, and I have no option. It's like, well, I got to be stuck there getting fucking nailed across the map with an AR before I know it hit me. It's bad. Oh, Tryhard Tank. That's just why I miss a time before. I miss a time with old school games, because you knew someone was good back then versus now. It's really hard to tell. Because even if you're not cheating and you perform well, people are gonna call you a cheater if you perform well. That's the problem. Like, you don't know who's good and who isn't. It's really hard to tell. Because if that person kills you, you're going to assume they're a cheater. Like, it's just really hard to tell nowadays. I don't know why, but... And I think I know what all started it. It's all these trends. Like, let's say you watch this, let's say you have a TikToker who cheats on video games, and that guy's like, oh, I want to do that too. It basically spreads like a wildfire. People are following that trend, and look where we are now. Social media was the cause of most of this, honestly. One person does it, everybody wants to do it. Fuck the skill, right? If I'm killing you, it doesn't matter. You're dead on that scoreboard, I'm technically better. You and I've been through it quite often. Damn.
Yeah, everybody.
Literally, Tryhard Tank.
Way out.
literally Tire Tank just fucking yesterday. I was helping Hermione, like we did a privacy, and my yacht got taken by a god mode off the radar. Basically, he was in god mode, but his character was invisible. So he basically ghost took my yacht and then told me an L. Basically, I couldn't do anything about it. He was god mode and he was invisible, and you could not see him at all. So I was basically cut.
Cheater.
My yacht just got. Yeah, that's the fucking problem. There's nothing you can do, and when you call them out for it, they just don't care. People just don't care anymore. Like, what the fuck? Nobody wants to know what real skill is. I made me yapping about it. That's the problem. My yacht just got ghostly rated.
Going in
and the bar wasn't even
skilled game modes. A lot of these players will not go into them either because they know the truth. They do not have the skill required. I should have
clipped it, Tire Tank.
Efficiently.
It was bad. Me and Hermione were wondering what the fuck going on. The yacht, you know how when someone's taking your yacht, the bar meter would fill up? Believe it or not, that didn't happen. The bar meter didn't even appear. Because the game, you know what the game thinks, like, if you're not, like, if you're consistent, this is characters invisible in God mode, the game doesn't think there's anybody in that area, so the bar won't go up. So he basically took my shit without me knowing. Like, he basically just took it under the radar, basically just went under me and shit. The bar meter didn't even fill up, and I stared at it. Since the game didn't think there was anybody there, it didn't tell me, hey, there's someone trying to take your yacht. And it's fucking pathetic how people are now. It's a trend, I'm telling you. People are like, it's not a trend. It is a fucking trend. It is a trend. Because one person goes God mode, everybody wants to do it. That's why every time I see a God mode method or shit, or how to do it, I go in their comments saying, if you gotta do this to kill players, you're pathetic, you need to get a life. And his response to me was, I ain't doing this. Sometimes being good at GTA doesn't matter.
Yeah, and a lot of it's because they can get away with it in a moment. And that's
me, Combat ARs, and Hermione were wondering what the fuck going on, because Combat ARs usually sits in the CL and protects us. He had his buddy too, his buddy Don. We were wondering how the fuck the yacht was taken, because Combat ARs, they had thermal on there. They had thermal helmets to make sure nobody took the yacht. They were aiming right at the yacht too. But the problem is, since he was guy mode and his character was invisible, the game didn't know that anybody was there, and no meteor was filled, but my yacht was taken. And I'm like, well, there's really nothing you can do about that. He tried to tell me, maybe next time pay attention. How am I gonna pay attention if you're guy mode and invisible at the same time? There's nothing you can do about that. You just basically gotta sit there and take it, take it like a champ. That was the most unfortunate way I've lost the yacht. And when I went after him, I took him out of God mode, believe it or not. I took him out. Like he accidentally did some stupid shit. If you go inside your property or any other, you come out of God mode, but he didn't realize that. So I came after him. I killed him once, and I killed him again, and then he claims I was the fucking cheater. I'm like, well, yeah, you don't see me God mode. Look at me. I'm killing myself right now. So if you give it time, you can get him. You try going God mode again. But here's how to counter God mode, Tire Tank, and everybody watching. You start a headhunter, you take him jolly, and you run him over with it. It takes him out of God mode instantly. That's all you do. It works. Now, if they're invisible, but luckily this guy was stupid and went inside of a property. That was a mistake. I just don't understand. People are posting how to go in God mode. This is why. I don't understand. They get the satisfaction of, oh, well, if I kill you, it doesn't matter, right? You're dead on the leaderboard, so cry about it, that kind of thing. You just cannot argue with these people anymore. I don't understand. I'm just stating facts here. If someone kills you in God mode, don't give them the satisfaction they want. You can try and argue with them, but as long as you get on the scoreboard, it doesn't matter to them. They killed you, so it don't matter.
Everybody enables this stuff, and it's ridiculous. Because you're not...
Me and Tire King like to call it trends, too, because it's pretty much a trend. Kind of like H&G and RNG, that's a trend. One person and everybody's following with it. Houdini is another trend. People claim it's not a trend, it's a play style, which it is. But if you're doing it to me or Tiger Tank, what does Tiger Tank say? If you H&D or hide, he's going to throw a rocket at you, and he'll do it, and I've done it. And I've gotten kicked out of death matches from him. Like, well, if you're going to hide from me, what's the point of me trying to run at you? I'm just going to throw an explosive. Looks smarter than harder. I don't understand.
Yeah, everybody's very hypocritical, too. And they're not afraid to show up.
Everybody's delusional. They'll cheat and see, cheat and COD, but as long as you're dead, right? It don't matter. You're dead on the leaderboard. Oh, but I beat you. You're dead, so it doesn't matter. I don't care if I'm cheating. I beat you. You're outplayed. You know,
it
that
does
kind of
matter. It does matter.
I don't understand. Like,
they can live in all the delusion they want, but when it comes down to it, when you don't have those devices and you don't have cheats or glitches or whatever.
Yeah, like it's like this game. I dare you. It's like in this game. I dare you to.
You're gonna see what reality really is, and you're gonna be like a lot of people who will quit an adversary mode because their KD's too low, or they're not doing well.
Yeah, it's like
whatever the case is.
Remember the last time we faced a Tryhard in adversary mode? They quit, and Tiger Tank. Since you're still streaming, you get off usually 7-10, right? Usually you get off at 7-10. Almost 7.
I can stretch it a little longer right now.
Well, I can use this as a key term. My friend better aim. It was a 61 in power play, and they had Tiger Tank trapped. And I told him, why you get the satisfaction of beating him in a 61? He's like, well, if you don't like it, leave and join back. So I did just that. But I waited since it was already 3 rounds in. I waited to the very last round because they need to win 4 and they only need to win 1 more. I left, joined back, so it turned into a 5v2. And as soon as that match started, all you see on the kill feed was just me killing everybody. My friend couldn't take it and he left.
Fucking horseshit.
Tiger Tank tried to get kills, but I was dropping them too fast. So what he did, like everybody else would do, he turned into a support player and started collecting power-ups. And he got over 300,000 because I joined back and was on his team. That's how it works. If I joined the player with the less teammates since it was just him, it was a 5v2.
Ella!
And it still wouldn't have only died like twice. And it turned into like 5v2 to 2v1 because everybody left. They're like, oh, this guy's cheating. I'm not playing with him, that kind of thing. People have the mindset these days. You're performing well, you're a cheater. But if you're cheating, it doesn't matter. I don't even know how to say it.
Yeah.
Like, I'll never forget that day. I left, joined back, 5v2. Started dropping the shit out of him. Tiger Tank's like, fuck it. It's hard for me to get kills. Keep taking them all. So he went around the map collecting power-ups. It just made us win faster. And it turned it from a 5v2 to a 2v1. And he got paid over 300,000. He's like, well, I'm the happiest man alive right now.
Yeah, and I remember the one guy on that one adversary mode, he left the game because we were coming back.
Oh yeah, it was his name, Better Aim.
Yeah.
I killed him like 5 times, and then he said, I can't take this. He's basically said my KD is gonna. I want my KD dropping like this or whatever he said. So it turned into I told him we'll never get better if you don't fight competition. I'm sorry to tell you.
No.
Do not fight me.
When reality hits these people, it's like I don't know. They just their demeanor changes.
I told him you literally had the man advantage because I know we had somewhat of an advantage because we had more bodies to shoot. But before I left, they all were corner shooting and you were stuck in the open, so you were pretty much trapped. You really couldn't go anywhere. But when I joined in, they couldn't even trap you. They tried to trap us, but it didn't work out because there was 2 of us. Basically, Tiger Tank says as soon as I joined back into the 5v2, he basically said he had a huge ass fucking weight lifted off his shoulders.
Yeah, really.
He basically said I have the strength of like fucking 10 people in an adversary mode because I can take out so many at once. Or no, he didn't say that. He said he had basically the strength of an entire team on the other side. All he saw was the kill feed lighting up. Better Aim left and the other 2 left. I was invited to the party if they didn't join after. And I told them it was a 5v2. He's like, why did you leave for about to win? I'm like, because I'm not about to see my friend of 10 years get killed like this. I don't want to win like this. If I want to win, I would work for it. So I left, joined back, got on his team. He won 4 rounds in a row, and he got paid for it. Kind of like the same way I did with Eddie and his friends. But it was worse there because this guy was a literal new player just trying to try out game modes for the first time. And I joined back. Eddie and 5 of his friends could not do anything to me. It was Eddie, Therese, Ugly Cuh, and 2 other guys. And they to this day won't play with me. Every time I try to join the game, they're out of there. So.
Hey, don't get you guys some chip dog.
I'll do that in a minute. I'm about to get off.
Yeah, I'm going to stream here, but let's go.
Alright. We get